I've got people in my family who hit me across my head and say that everything about that you're talking about in ancient Egypt was a pagan, was paganism.
Well, all pagan means is someone whose belief is other than your own.
Hmm.
So in that context, to a Christian, a Muslim is pagan. You know, to a Jew, a Christian is pagan. And if we think about this in that larger context, you know, the Jewish people were responsible for giving us the Torah, first five books of Moses, the Old Testament, and then the New Testament was built on that foundation. Well, no one really questions the fact that within the Jewish faith, they don't acknowledge Jesus as a Messiah. But no one questions them on that or challenges them on that because they are the chosen people. But what most people don't really understand is that the knowledge that is inherent within, much of the knowledge that is inherent within the Jewish tradition comes straight out of the Nile Valley. Sigmund Freud knew that in the book that was published shortly after his death, Moses and Monotheism. Sigmund Freud said that the origins of Judaism are Egyptian, that Moses was an Egyptian, and that many other scholars who have advanced this work, and it's talked about in small quarters of the world, but it's information that hasn't made its way to the general public.
Something happened to me. It saddened me and humored me at the same time. I was in New York, and I got in a cab, was running out to JFK from Midtown, and I thought I could tell by the cab driver's name that he was Egyptian. So I said, "Where are you from?" You know. So he said, "I'm from Egypt." I said, "Hey, my African brother," and he almost lost his mind. I am not African. Is he African?
Well, the last time I checked, Egypt is still on the continent of Africa. So that would mean indirectly that he wasn't African, even though we know that the Arabs did not come into Egypt as invaders until 648 AD. So they are interlopers. I know, and I have this conversation with many Egyptians. I travel to Egypt every year, have done that for the last 34 years, and made many friends with many Egyptians and taught them their history. Most Egyptians believe that their ancestors built the pyramids. When I show them a historical timeline and show them that what we call the pyramids, because pyramid is a Greek word as well, what we call the pyramids were built by Africans over 1,000 years before Muhammad was even thought of.
So you say Imhotep?
Yes, Imhotep designed
the
and
first
oversaw the construction of the first pyramid, a 190 foot high building, a 19-story skyscraper that is still standing in Africa today.
Still standing.